Yes, big up to everyone in the building. Welcome to the Arsenal Talk podcast. Me and my boy Waffle Don and Kate has Pausa in the building. How you doing, my bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. Feeling refreshed. Arsenal are back, of course. So I'm gassed, man. I'm feeling good. How are you, bro?
Yeah, man. What do you think of the international break that's just gone by? Not really
Uh,
that teams.
it's just obviously positive. I don't think there's been any new injuries or any injury worries, so that's good. And I think similar to the last one, a lot of Arsenal players have had some positive international breaks for their teams, some wins, some goals, some assists for a lot of our players. So I think it's been positive. How about you?
Yeah, man. I noticed that SA squad. I didn't watch the England game yesterday. Sorry, I just wanted to just gonna go into subscribe mode. I noticed that Eze scored yesterday. I didn't even see his goal to be honest.
Yeah. I watched the game yesterday. It was a good goal still. It was a very
It was a
good
good
goal.
goal, yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a good goal.
confidence is brimming. That's what I like to see. I heard Marino was
Brace.
very good as well. Got 2 goals as well. I ain't watched. You see all the big teams, like the big international teams. I don't really watch them, like especially like I'm mostly like focused on the turkeys and the smaller teams. In it, I like to watch
Yeah.
those kind of teams because I
Yeah,
find those games more
our players
exciting.
have been good still. Like Calafiori's been good playing centre back for
Yeah,
Italy both games. Timber's been playing centre back, Netherlands both games. I think
yeah.
Manieri's been shining for 21. Darman got a goal for 19s. Trossard scored for Belgium.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
everyone,
Oh,
everyone's
okay.
been everyone's been active still. Saka got that goal obviously the week
Yeah.
before. Obviously, Saka, I think Rice got an assist as well.
So every man just doing
Yeah,
their thing, yeah, for the international.
everyone's
So
brilliant.
hopefully we'll be seeing these men hopefully perform on Saturday, at evening kickoff. But you know what, we might as well just get into the game because it's away game. Obviously London, another London derby, Fulham versus Arsenal, under the lights at Craven Cottage, 5:30 p.m. What's your thoughts on the game right now? Because obviously our thoughts might change as the time gets closer. But what's your thoughts on the game?
I think it's a game that we have to win. I think we're top of the league, so we want to maintain that. I think I said in the last pod, bro, that I don't feel like we should be seeing second again for the rest of the season. I think I'm pretty sure I said that. So, like, it's all good and well being top of the league, obviously going international break, but it would be sad losing that position first game right back. So I think this is the team that obviously we ain't been beaten the last 2 seasons. This is the type of game that I feel like when you look over, if we do win the league, it was the Fulham type of away game, those difficult type of games that you're kind of getting the 3 points in. And I think if we're trying to be champions this year, I think we have to put these type of difficult games, not necessarily not necessarily the worst, but it's not the easiest, but put them to bed, man. Especially off the back of some good momentum that we've got. So I'm feeling confident for the game. Like everyone's fit, obviously bar Odegaard, but we've got a good squad now, and yeah, like, I feel like we should be putting Fulham away. What about you, bro? How are you feeling right now about this one?
Yeah, feelings are pretty similar. And I was just sitting here today, and I was saying, do you know what? Yeah, same thing. It's a must-win game, and reflection. When you look back on these type of games, yeah, at the end of the season, if we win the title, these are the type of games, yeah, that you would look back at and think, you know what, we didn't do this the last couple of seasons, but you know what, we went there and we beat these little teams. But these are the type of teams that sometimes could prove a little bit difficult. You know, they've got good. I don't know if the striker's still. Who's the striker that they play with? Good player. He's played for
We've got
Newcastle.
Jimenez and Rodrigo Muniz. I think that's his name.
Yeah. So is he still injured?
Yeah, I think both of them are still injured. I don't know the update in the squad, but I think they're both still
Oh,
injured
okay.
in the
Because
time. So
those type of guys, yeah, they're good players, isn't it? They're good Premier League players, and they know, yeah, how to rattle defenders as well. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be an easy game. I am confident that we will win, but yeah, it's just looking back at these type of games. I think we have to win, and I think we have to be confident going into these type of games.
that's why, like, end of the day, you make the signings that you sign because it's not just obviously the depth. It's to have different ideas, different players that can help in different kind of game states. I think the type of Fulham game state Fulham play, that mid block, that is not necessarily like a low block, but it's not a high pressing team. It's kind of proven difficulty for us where we haven't had runners in behind, players that are willing to make those passes to those runners and quick play. And I think seeing some of the football we've been playing this season, I think especially in the last couple of games as well, think it's been very encouraging that we can go to a team like Fulham and put them to bed, because I think that fast-paced football, that more attacking and pressure that you can put on a team like this in their home ground is what is going to be needed to kind of get the 3 points. Obviously, Fulham, a great team, and I think they've had a mixed start to the season. I think they've drawn some games, lost some games, but I think their home form's good. They got 2 wins and a draw. I think that was against United, so it's not going to be the easiest ground coming to them and trying to compete. But they have lost their last 2 away games, I believe, of Villa and Bournemouth. So it's a mixed bag. They got good players, isn't it? They got Smith Rowe, they got Iwobi, they got that Kevin guy. No pun intended. That's my name, but they got a Brazilian guy. He's clean still, and obviously they got different little nippy players as well, like Anderson, Gyokeres, Bert Leno, we know, is a good keeper on his day. So it's just about us being clinical, man. And this is where I'm pretty sure as we can transition to is where certain players I feel like just need to have, obviously, and they'll have a good game, but I think, like, something, for example, Gyokeres getting, putting pressure, getting a goal, relieving the pressure maybe early. Saka obviously stepping up, doing what he's gonna do as we probably anticipate them going to play, and like putting that pressure on Fulham early. I think these type of ground, these type of teams, you have to get a goal early. You have to, like, when the game's close, the players start to grow into it, start to get a bit comfortable. The crowd starts to get into it. Like, you need to try and nullify that crowd with a goal, not even just with terms of like knowing what Arsenal will do, which is dominate the ball and squeeze the pitch. But we need to get a goal early. I think that will kind of punch them in the mouth early, and it kind of opens up the game for us to kind of play.
Yeah, I hear it. I fully hear it, man. In
I got
terms,
I got one question for you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, go on.
Yeah. Obviously, what would you say is the biggest or biggest changes you see in the way we play, like, in your opinion, from, like, I guess we'll say more from last season, because that was where a lot of the dross football was coming from. But like this season, obviously, I'm not saying it's been all scintillating, but have you seen any differences in our play that you would say, do you know what? Like,
yeah, of course. Well, the stats says it all. We're taking much more shots. From as soon as the game starts, we're not trying to just, do you know what I mean, just play around at the back and just make it a slow game. We're trying to dictate the play of the game straight away. Last year, I felt that the attacks were just way too slow. But yeah, no, there's definitely a difference, in our approach in games at the moment. So yeah, we've played at home. We played at home. Who's the last team we played? I keep West Ham. West Ham was a difficult game. I think Fulham are going to give us a slightly different test. I think Fulham are a better team. But Fulham are one of those up and down teams, isn't it? Sometimes they're up for it, other times they're not. I've got a feeling though they're going to be up for it against Arsenal, isn't it? Because everyone wants to beat Arsenal right now. We're at the top. We're a London club. They're a London club. Games between Fulham and Arsenal could either be really close, or we could like give them licks, like 3-1s or something like that. But I don't know, man. I just feel that it's time to start being a bit more confident in it, especially in terms. I'm not going to say in terms of winning the league right now, but I'm just saying if we're going into certain games, we should be feeling the favourites. Do you understand? Going into this type of game, rather than just, I don't know about this game. I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah, all due respect, bro. Obviously, like, you saw how confident and the chest that I had when we were facing Liverpool. Obviously, we did lose to them, but I obviously I had chest, bro, and I believe that we can beat Liverpool. So if I believe that we can beat the champions, I think, and I say this with all respect to every other team, like, we can. I don't think there's a fixture in a 38-game fixture in the Premier League that I don't feel Arsenal can win, and I'm not confident that we can win, especially now that we have more signings, more depth, more quality alongside what we already have. And I think the Newcastle away game, that was like one of those bogey fixtures. It's been one of those bogey fixtures for us for a long time, and we experienced things within that game that were bogey in it. So
he's on a troll thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I'll sort him out. And so you see, I think those type of wins and the way we won it, and off the back of that, obviously we've got 2 wins and 2 in both the Champions League and against West Ham. I think those are those kind of marker wins that I think like in the players' minds now that they that's one of the bogiest of grounds that we've had. So like when we're going up against, West Ham was another one that they beat us in the last 2 seasons. We beat them. I think so. Now these type of teams that have kind of caused us problems. I think the team are probably going to have a mentality of, well, there's nothing we should be fearing. We should go there, play our game, create our chances. Hopefully, we put them at the back of the net and win our game and win the football. Like we should trust the quality that we have now. And this little hoodoo stuff, like if we're trying to be champions, we should go to every ground and trying to and be winning at the end of the day. Like, and I think that's what I feel like the players have, and I think that's what we have. And I'm confident. Obviously, I don't like to come here. I feel like every week you'll see me coming. Oh, bro, I'm confident we're gonna win. But I have to like we have the quality to be confident. I think we're the best team in the league. Like we have the best squad, and I think we're the best team all around in the league. I think a lot of people now, especially in international break has gone by, people's like minds have settled. People have analyzed. I think a lot of people know that now, and I think that kind of adds more pressure to us, which is fine. But I think it's because the expectation comes with obviously the last couple of years and now having what feels like the best and most complete squad. It's like, we should be going into every game confident. Obviously, it's not all about accolades. It's about what you're seeing on the pitch, what you're seeing week to week, and the team is showing that so far
as well, isn't it? It's natural progression as well. It's like all I'm getting is from rival fans is like, we're top of the league, but where's your trophies? Well, the season's not over yet. We're in
so
game 8.
You can't get that trophy, yeah.
You can't get a trophy yet when we're in game 8. I'm not hearing these players are better than our players. I'm hearing this player's better than Saka. But why are you not above us in the league then? And this is the whole thing with these guys and these rivals. Yeah, they like to come with the nonsense and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but the rivals, I think, need to focus on their own games rather than focusing on Arsenal.
But that's when someone's fearing, when they're looking over their shoulders. Do you know what I mean? Because I can't lie to you, yeah. One thing I give Arsenal fans is you don't really hear Arsenal fans talk so much about other clubs so much. Like we're very, very much kind of tunnel vision. Obviously, yeah, we look about, we hate, we joke, we banner, but other clubs, the way they talk so much, like, what we doing? Yeah, it's a fear thing. Like, and Nems is probably one of the biggest ones that's very fearful of Arsenal right now, because when you tune in, you say the same things. Like you're not looking at your own problems, you kind of ignore your own clubs. It's fine, isn't it? Like end of the day, as you say, no one can win till after game week 38, but you can definitely get confirmed champions before then. So you have to be careful with that. Where's your champion? Where's your trophy? Doesn't end up happening after like game week 30 or something, because Arsenal end up running away with the league and not getting too carried away. But I'm just saying, but it's funny still. I think it's cute, man. Like they should be fearful because Arsenal are showing that we have a lot of there's not that many weaknesses that you can say now. The only thing you can take the jabs are, where's your trophy? Because you can't really say, you're going to concede goals, or you can't dominate the ball in midfield, or you can't press, or you don't have finishers, or you don't have scorers, or you don't have quality, or you don't have depth. Like, all those questions have been eradicated. So now it's, where's your trophy, innit?
Yeah. That's the kind of only thing they can.
We can say without no real rebuttal, because it's like, we don't have the trophy, but this is boring analysis, fearful analysis.
Yeah, it's lazy. Hold on, cancel that before I go into another thing. In terms of our international break, there's quite a few players that obviously have played, because most of our players are international, if not all of our players are international players. Yeah, Gabriel, he's flown like to the Far East, Asia, Japan, Korea, and stuff. What do you think that he's going to start, or he might have some fatigue coming back? He's traveling from that far as well. What do you think?
So it's for the South American players. I think there's always the long distance, and obviously, I've seen that Brazil played that first game against Korea, the first game, and I've seen back in Brazil. So they've done a lot of traveling. Obviously, Gabriel Martinelli as well. But I think end of the day, it's the professionals, man. They've done this. They do it all the time, and I think more than ever, because I obviously I don't know if we're gonna get into lineup talk for Fulham. But
we're gonna do that. I'm just bringing it up. I'm just getting it.
I've been contemplating a lot in it, because obviously, like there's like we saw after, I think it was at the last international break, Mikel came first game against Forest, and he started Marino, Zubi, and Odegaard, and he rested Rice, which was obviously a little bit of a surprise, but it was a bit refreshing. And I think the midfield did play up well. Obviously, shout out Caps, my guy. And I'm just thinking, like, maybe is he going to do something similar? But a part of me is also like I think we need to win this game, and we need to have momentum, and you need to set a precedent. I think, and we'll probably get into this. Like when I looked at Liverpool's next 4 fixtures to the next international break, I looked at Man City's. We have the easier and the more favourable fixtures, obviously, of the next run, and we're in a good position. So I think we can actually build some momentum, maybe even get a little gap by the next break if we win these games. And I think obviously Fulham away probably arguably is the hardest one out of these next 4 games, in terms of obviously we're playing Palace at home, and Sunderland and Burnley are newly promoted teams, even though we're going to their ground. So I think playing our strongest lineup makes the most sense, just to kind of embark that consistency, unless there's any knocks out. But I don't see anyone coming off of any knocks. So I just feel like going to that game, you start the lineup that's been playing well together, that's been starting well, obviously minus Odegaard, but you slip Eze in there, and yeah, man, you move.
I hear it, man. Do you know what? We're going to do a lineup in a moment, but just before we do a lineup, big up to Caps as well. Yeah, they've got a youngster in their team, called Josh King, and I'm going to do a show on, like, some of the up and coming young players to look out for. Hopefully, maybe we do that together. Maybe that's a collab thing we can do in terms of like the up and coming young players around the world. I've already started forming a list already. So I don't know. We can chat about this if you want to do something like this, because I'm quite interested in development and stuff, man.
And I watch a lot of young players, in it. Obviously, you know me, I'm a footballer, I love football, so trust me. That's something I would love to hear it.
What do you think? Obviously, he's young. He's 18 years old. Was impressive in the Chelsea game. He scored a goal, but it was disallowed. I think the goal should have stood. Do you see Josh posing a threat on Saturday at all? Because he's got pace, he's tricky, he's skillful. Do you see any kind of threat coming from him at all?
Well, of course, I've watched him. I think I even watched him for the under-21s as well for England. He's a very good player, especially in those pockets. He's a very, very, very intricate, very nimble player. Fulham have a lot of good players. Like from Iwobi, he's come into his own recently. He's quality. Like I was always like to, but you've seen like so. But I think like any player, because obviously we've gone up against some quality players in the first couple of games. Obviously City, Liverpool, Man United, Newcastle, and for most of all of those games, we've nullified bar Haaland and his chance that he put in the back of the net, which was amazing. We've nullified most of these quality players to little to nothing. So obviously, Joshua King is a good player, and a lot of players in Fulham. But I think we have the defense, we have the players, we have the shape that I think that we can really suffocate teams into doing nothing. Like teams rarely have many shots on our goal, like in games, like more than 5 or 6, even if you're going to really count it, and not that many on target. So I think it's hard for tech players to get in. Obviously, unless Arsenal have an off day and then that player plays out of his skin. I think we should be able to have enough to kind of nullify someone like Josh King, but he is a very good player.
Yeah. Yes, he is. In terms of, let's do a lineup in it, guy. Let's just see what the crowd think as well. So let's do a lineup as well to see what kind of team Arteta may choose on Saturday. Do you think, just before we do the team lineup, yeah? Do you think it's becoming a headache for Arteta, or a good headache for Arteta to choose his teams now? Or do you think it's like, oh man, it's just difficult, man? Who am I leave? Because apparently Nketiah is back as well from injury as well, so he's going to be available for selection as well. So yeah, what do you think Arteta's thinking right now, especially being at the top as well?
I think he's probably thinking like, this is what I needed all these years where I've had, not the same level of quality. I've had to play the same team. Players, we're hearing all these stuff about players having to play through injuries and do the injection stuff and all this kind of stuff that we're hearing. Like, I don't think that's desirable for the manager to want that. Obviously, The other side is if everyone is fit and then you're having to leave some players off the squad, even like how does that, how do you have those conversations week after week and stuff? How do you keep players fit? But obviously, luckily, unluckily for us, obviously we've had injuries and there's injuries still to players where probably guys like, for example, Odegaard's out and Cape is in, so he probably just has a space. No one really gets dropped. You know what I mean? I guess for now it's okay, but obviously when everyone comes back fit, when Madueke is fit, when Jesus Havertz is fit, Odegaard is fit now, then obviously there's going to be a lot. But this is just one of those situations where obviously Mikel's mentioned, he said he spoke to all the players pre-season about how this is what we probably need to win the league, and there's going to be games where like players are not going to get picked. Norgard hasn't been in a couple of squads. Mosquera maybe. Like it's just life, isn't it? Like this is what happens when you have depth, when you're at a good club, and if everyone's fit at the same time, which is not always the case in football because injuries always happen. But I think the manager
what's our best team then in terms of, we say Mans is injured, but we have to kind of have a best team right now, innit? As we're going through the motions, isn't it?
Yeah.
There must be a team or something that we've got right now. You've got your spine, then you've got the players that come in.
I think the best team is obviously the starting back five that's been starting. Obviously, Raya, Timber.
Let's
I think the back five picks itself. Obviously,
Raya. Let's just do that. So Raya, Gabriel in there,
yeah,
and Saliba.
I think Timber will start right back. Even though obviously I do want to see a lot of Ben White in this next couple of games. Obviously, get some minutes because I know he hasn't got international break. He's fit.
Is the left back questionable?
The question I would say is not that it's questionable based on anything. I think Calafiori has been excellent, and as I said, one of our best players, if not our best player this season. And he's in his best run of form in terms of availability, fitness. He's played 2 international games and not, to my memory, had any injury, which is good. Last season, it was like every international break he was getting injured for Italy and coming back, and it was affecting him. But I think the reason why I could change this and put Lewis Skelly in is because like you don't want to chance the injury thing. Calafiori's in good form. You want to make sure that he stays fit, and maybe him coming off 2 90 minutes for Italy and playing this game, like you never know. Like maybe you could give him a rest, put Lewis Skelly, and that doesn't change anything. But at the same time, like that's just me being in my cautious mind, isn't it? Like Mikel probably will go with Calafiori if he's fit and he looks fine, and I'm not mad at that. So I don't know what you think about that, bro.
For me, keep the winning team in it. That's the formula, is the winning team. So I know it's all about keeping players fit and stuff, but imagine if you're playing week in, week out in the winning team, bro, and that little change, do you know what I'm saying? Kind of like it doesn't really affect, I don't think, the team as much, but I think we need to play the winning team.
Unless it's necessary because of any injury, then there's no
yeah. So I'm gonna put probably Calafiori as left back man to start. So that's just fine.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I think Calafiori will start. I think.
What about the midfield?
I think the midfield picks itself. I think Zubamendi will come back into that DM position as he should. Because
what do you think? What do you think of Zubamendi's start to the season? Because excuse me, he started pretty okay, isn't it? He's had a couple of quiet.
I think he's been good. I think obviously we're still waiting for that like one game that we know he has in him, as we see him for Spain, where he just runs the thing, and that, you know what I mean. And I think he's growing into it. But I think that the way he came on against West Ham for Odegaard, and then influenced the game, got us controlling that game, got the pre-assist for Eze's goal, and then obviously that little lovely ball that he played to Timber for the penalty. Like I think he's coming into his own, and I think he's much more than just a DM. What I'm noticing that he can operate all over the pitch. His passing, his creativity is also very good as well, which is a needed thing. Like I remember that pass he did for Timber against Newcastle, where he got that header, that lovely chipped out to the boot pass. That pass was delightful. I still remember that pass. Think about that pass, and it's those little things that that is just that's amazing. So I think he's been good, and I think he's been like a 7 out of 10. I think I made a video on my channel that he was to me the best performing new signing so far, in my opinion. I think he's been the best, and I think he's going to continue to grow and get better. But he definitely bosses games in it. So yeah, I think Zubimendi, shout out to him. What about you, man? What's your thoughts? You said you've been okay.
Yeah, he's been all right. He came on the other day. He played well when he came on the other day. Obviously, he scored 2 beautiful goals as well. What game was that?
That was the Forest game.
Forest game. Scored two good goals there.
The Leeds game on the team.
He's not looked. Do you know what? He's not looked too bad. He's not looked too bad. He's the funny thing, yeah, people will like question so much, yeah. But this is his first season in, the Premier League, and so far so good. What I've seen has been really good so far.
And I think I remember in one of our earlier pods before the season started, you were saying and questioning obviously whether you might, obviously if Nogard was fit, maybe you start him because of the physicality and he's really coming to a new league, and that was like maybe the only worry that you had. And I think he's adjusted well to the physicality. I think he's very like sneakily like snappy, one of those snappy players.
Yeah.
When he does it well and gets on challenge, and he has a good he's got good timing for a short player. He's got very good timing with his leaps and his jumps. Like he does win a few headers for somebody that I didn't anticipate that side of the game. So I think for me, it's those things that give me more confidence. Like, he's a baller, so it's not necessarily stuff. And obviously, he's not a Kante, he's not a Rice DM or a João Paulinho. No one's expecting him to come and just be shut up short. Like footballers tend to not, that they're gonna lack something. But I think he's adjusted well to the physicality, and I think as he continues to just learn his new teammates as well as this new league and just get comfortable, like I think he's just gonna continue to go levels, man. But shout out to Zubimendi.
Yeah, man.
Who do you think starts next time? Would you start? I think I'll go Rice and Eze, but who would you start? Would you put Mourinho in there?
You see at this point now, yeah. I think this point is so easy, like to kind of like know who's in the team at this moment now. So our shows are right now are just looking like too nice, isn't it? Because we're agreeing with a lot of stuff, but we should be agreeing with a lot of stuff because a lot of stuff that's happening, we're enjoying. You know what I'm saying? We're winning games,
playing well, was creating chances. Finally, at the end of the day, what I can't maybe people might want us to go rah at each other. But if you wanna show, we want to talk about
I ain't here for all of that.
Who has the worst trim and that? Maybe we can get into those type of debates.
Yeah.
For now, everything in Arsenal is sweet in it. So
we're gonna
be arguing about it's really nonsense.
I'm gonna discuss something after we finish talking about topics. I want to talk to you about something that's really important in terms of YouTube. I think that we should have a little discussion about. But anyway, Eze, yeah. This is Eze's time to do his thing now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's been playing well though. I think he's been performing the way we need to. I think that Newcastle game he was excellent. In my opinion, when I watched him, I remember him obviously against West Ham. Obviously, he was very influential as well. So he's coming to his own, coming off the back of goal for international as well. Obviously, as you said, Odegaard's going to be out, so he's going to have a lot of minutes or starting minutes in that position alongside Wanyeri. So, I think, he's played these teams before. He's played the Premier League for the last 4 or 5 years. I think, as you say, now that he's a bit more comfortable now, I'm hoping that he kicks onto another level and reaches that, where he starts to, dominate games and win us games, similar to the Zubimendi thing, where he starts to influence games even more because of his magic and his ability, and playing that central areas is where we want to see him. So long may that continue, man.
Long may that continue, man.
Front three, I think, picks itself.
So Saka, Saka. Hold on. Who's the left wing? Trossard?
I think Trossard will start, but I don't mind if Martinelli starts. Obviously, I'm a big Martinelli fan.
I wasn't impressed with Trossard last game, man. Or maybe I'm just going a bit crazy, but
I think he was.
I think he was better when he comes on, man.
I think he was okay, man. I think Trossard has been okay this season.
Right.
I think he's been good. I think, especially where we've been faced. But again, because of the type of team Fulham is, where they're the mid-block team, there might be some space in behind. You do have an Eze in there. Maybe playing a Martinelli isn't bad. I'm not mad at it. Obviously, either or, but just based on the team that's been starting the last couple of games, because I've got Trossard. Obviously, he's been decent. I think that's with Newcastle. He was good.
I think Trossard has more of the he's a maturer player, isn't it? So
yeah,
you probably go with
like,
Trossard.
I think Trossard is the best player to use against low blocks, and I think Martinelli is the better player to use against more higher lands and mid blocks because of what you're gonna face. Like when against low blocks, Martinelli's gonna have to beat a lot of men and do a lot of things, which is not necessarily like his biggest forte. But like, when the space and behind, yeah, Martinelli's the man. But yeah,
Let's put Trossard.
I think Trossard will start this game.
Team lineup's looking strong already, man. Saka.
Yeah. Very good. Everyone tuning in, don't forget to like, subscribe as well.
Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe.
You know
what? Telling you, getting these views on these days are just difficult, brother. I'm telling you, man. It's difficult, but you gotta just keep doing, man. Just gotta keep going. So that's our team, man. Starting lineup for Saturday. Jesus, striker, he is fit now. Is he? Is he fit now?
If Jesus is fit, yeah, buy me a ticket to Emirates though, because.
So on the lineup, yeah, as we're here, yeah, and we're gonna have to talk about it. So that's the lineup, guys. Yeah, take a picture or whatever you do with it. That's me and me and Cape's lineup today. I'm just gonna remove that now. In terms of now, I know we've had this conversation before, and you said that the team's scoring, so it's not really too.
I know where this is going.
Issue. Has to be, and we have to talk about it though. So we know during the week, Isak and Gyokeres, I think they lost to Kosovo, isn't it?
They lost both games.
Both games. Are you concerned about Gyokeres? And the thing is, we might be talking now, and then come Saturday, he bags a hat trick. But are you concerned right now that as a striker yourself, yeah, that when you're not scoring, yeah, your team's winning and that, yeah, but you're selfish, innit? You want to score goals, innit? I've played striker, you've played striker. Bro, are you not concerned about, do you know what I'm saying? Like, just even if the ball just hits his knee or his tongue or his ear and goes in off the back or whatever, he needs this goal, innit? He needs a goal, bro.
Nah, I think obviously what's he got? 3 and 10, which is obviously not necessarily ideal. It's not the worst, but obviously he hasn't scored in a couple of games, and yeah, for
eight games, it's gonna be 7
the Sweden stuff. Obviously, he has been scoring goals for Sweden before, but I think Sweden as a team and as a nation have been poor qualifying for international competitions for a couple of years now, which is disappointing given the fact that they
got two gunmen. They got two gunmen.
I was looking at their team. I was like, from some of them, maybe they lack a bit of creativity, a bit of control in there, but that's no excuse, anyways. But I think the whole team played dead, so like that's the thing. And obviously for Arsenal, I'm not worried or concerned. It's something I'm keeping an eye on, but it's not something that like I'm worried about. Like, one, obviously, yeah, the team is winning. We're playing well. We're creating chances, and obviously, recently in the last couple of games, we start to create more chances than we have been. And you want him to score, but I think if he just needs one chance, innit? Like, football, goals are contagious. Once you get that one goal, it eases your mind, eases your body, eases your game, and I think everything starts to flow a bit better because you're not just chasing it, you're not just eager for it. And you can tell he's a man from how he speaks that really wants to score in every game, and we got to score. So he's probably been suffering, but obviously his performances have improved week on week, innit? I think it's been tough for him, innit? He's coming to a new league. As we said, if everyone has opinions of Havertz, I think if Havertz was fit, he would have started some games at least, and would have kind of eased the burden that is on Gyokeres, where he has to start every game and all the eyes is on him. And you know how it is. You're an Arsenal player. There's going to be even a bit more scrutiny, a bit more eyes on you. But I think ultimately, yeah, like I mean, I said there'll be more eyes on Gyokeres and more excuses for other players and other teams if they're not informed. But that's just the Arsenal thing. We know how it be, bro. But I think, yeah, he's had from United, City, Liverpool. He's faced some tough defenses in his first couple of games. I think the next 4 games, Premier League games, as I'm specifically honing on, I think they're games that I would expect and hope that he can score in and like make the difference. Like these are the type of fixtures and some of these teams that kind of have been a bit difficult for us, to kind of break the deadlock against. And this is where you want your 9. And everyone's talked about where we want the striker to be and score those goals and break the deadlock and hopefully he can, because I'm saying next 4 games, I could see him scoring in all 4 games, and that will change the narrative very, very quickly. Even if he just gets 1 in each game. So I'm not worried at all, because at the end of the day, it would be different if he was missing chances that was costing us points, or if he wasn't getting any chances at all, or he's just completely rubbish. I think it's just a bit hard. He's a new player, man. I think maybe naturally I'm always a bit more patient to let players settle in a bit, even if they don't start, the craziest. But I think strikers, goals are addictive. Like I think there's no striker apart from Haaland that just scores at the rate where they score like almost every game. So most strikers score in bunches and then go quiet for a bit and then score in bunches. That's just typical how strikers are. So we'll see how it goes, man.
What's your prediction for the Fulham Arsenal game?
Do you know what? Yeah, last couple of weeks I've been going with the 3-0s. Been getting so close because we've been getting a lot of 2-0s in most of our games that we've been winning, by the Newcastle game. So I'm gonna go with 2-0, and if somehow we get 3-0, bro, I'm gonna lose my mind in the next week's pod, bro, because I'm gonna be
this guy. I said 2-0 as well. I was saying a 2-0 victory, because I think that's just right. A Gyokeres and a Saka goal. I can see it happening, man. I can see it happening.
I'll have you one question, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know we're not gonna record the next pod before the Atletico game, so even just kind of touching on that, obviously, that's a big game. Obviously, Atletico are a good team in the Champions League. Obviously, Diego Simeone.
Yeah.
I think they're 5th in La Liga, so they've had an indifferent start, but they did give the works to Real Madrid, I believe. Before international break, we're in a 5-2 win. Alvarez has scored 4 goals and that he's looked clean. It'll be interesting because it's going to be a tactical battle. Obviously, both managers are known for more of a defensive, conservative approach and stuff, which I think is just a narrative, which is not necessarily true, but it's just what people are known for. Like, how do you feel for that game? Like, obviously, you were talking about confidence and stuff. Obviously, we're not. What do you think?
Where is it? Is it away?
No, it's going to be at the Emirates. That game.
At the Emirates, yeah.
Would you lineup change because of that game, or would you just saying if we focus on this game one at a time, we look at Atletico afterwards? And how confident are you that we're going to win that game?
You see my level of confidence right at the moment. Yeah, I believe that. No, I believe that we can go into every game and win.
Yes, bro.
I'm not saying we're winning the league. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I believe that we can win every game we play. Atletico is going to be a tough game. Don't get me wrong, but I feel that we can beat them. They've got. Man. When I look at their team, yeah, they've got very good players. It's Alvarez that's a little bit. It gets me a little bit shook. Yeah, because he's a bad boy. Yeah, so he's the one that maybe, but our defenders can handle him. They've handled him.
You're not scared of Conor Gallagher, bro?
Who? PMP, yeah? You think I'm scared of PMP? Yeah? But he used to rag us up when he used to play for Palace, though.
Yeah,
big him up, though, because he used to rag us up still. Yeah, I ain't scared of Atletico. If you compare both teams, we're kind of like similar in it in terms of like levels in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're both like competing. Obviously, Madrid and Barcelona mainly, but they've had that time where they was, competing and maybe winning a title here and there and stuff like that. Trying to progress in the Champions League as well. So I think it's going to be a very good game. They've got a good defense. We've got a good defense as well. I think it will be a good game. But I feel that we beat them. I really
Yeah,
do think.
I'm very confident. As I said, bro, like there's no team in the world I'm not confident that we can go up against. 'Cause I think that's what a sure defense, quality players, a quality goalkeeper, consistent team that does the same thing week after week gives you. And I think now having the quality in attack, players, Saka coming into his own now, getting goals, FC Eze, everyone's kind of, as I said, like contributing. Martinelli's back in form, like all these things. Trossard, like it bodes well for us. Obviously, as you said, the final piece is Gyokeres just getting some goals now, going on a run, which we hope. But I think we can win that. And even if I was to go early and even jump to a prediction, I think another 2-0, bro. Atletico Madrid, I think.
Definitely. Have you noticed though? Sorry.
Yeah,
Go.
No, go on.
Have you noticed that we're not making many mistakes in a game?
Yes.
We don't make that many mistakes in a game.
Cutting it out, man. That's what maturity does. Obviously, I think the last mistake or 2 mistakes I would say was obviously the Gabriel false foul thing, trying to buy a foul for the Voltemade goal that against Newcastle.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously the Mascara miskicking it.
Can you blame him
even
that?
That's a bit of a stretch because there was still so many things that happened afterwards that we could have stopped conceding that goal. So yeah, we don't really want. We kind of not that we don't really see the. But I've always said this. Yeah, I've maybe not said to you. I've said our build up out the back is the best in the league for sure. Like I'm confident when we play out. I'm never whiskey why we overplaying in this position. I think we're astute at playing out the back and playing out of press. Every player is comfortable. Every player knows what to do. The rotations that we have. So it's not. It's more like before, someone miss kicking a pass or something But I think more time of it, even when there is a mistake or an error, players run back quickly, clean up, get a block on. This is why I'm very confident to beat any team, and I think hopefully, 2-2 in Champions League as well, 2-2-0s, 2 clean sheets. Hopefully we can make it a third one, and obviously I think because this year the seeding actually counts to how they're gonna, the team are gonna get in knockouts.
Yeah.
This year, I think it was the reason why I want us to try and definitely finish first. Obviously, win all our games because that will bode well if we can get
Bayern as well in our table as well.
Yeah, Bayern. I think Bayern. I think that's after the international break. We got our games after the international break are a bit difficult, but
we've got another one.
Cap says, "Don't think reason Eze right. Don't think he should be."
Shouldn't he be left attacking midfield and right attacking midfield? Thoughts?
Yeah, but that's where he's playing. He's playing. I think he's playing left attacking midfield. I think he's been playing right attacking midfield against West Ham when Zubimendi came on. Rice went left, he went right, and I think against Newcastle he was playing even a bit more central and not even necessarily playing left or right.
So he's not necessarily playing in the middle. He's moving.
Yeah, but I think he's been depending on the game. Because Newcastle game, I think I rewatched a couple of clips and he was very, very central in that game, in the 10. Obviously, and against West Ham, he was a bit more in the right 10, underlapping. So the role will change per game, how you can kind of hurt a team in it. I think that's one thing we have to also know as well, that sometimes, for example, Newcastle game, Rice was playing a bit deeper than Zubimendi. Zubimendi was pushing higher, getting more in. And then in the game before West Ham, Zubimendi was deeper, Rice was higher. That's what you want. You don't want a predictable. If a lineup is going to be the same, doesn't mean the players have to be used in the same way every game. You can change up. Another question I have for you, bro. I think it depends how you look at it with the whole right attacker mid, left attacker mid, because it's about relationships, and it's Eze and Saka linking up well is fine. I always say when you're right-footed playing on the right hand side, passing that ball in between a centre back and a fullback, you have to think about the angle naturally of a pass. You can pass straight. Whilst if you're a left-footed player playing there, Odegaard, when you're passing, it's always going to go a bit wider naturally because that's just the angle. You have to think about these things that add. If Saka's making that little inside run, you have to. Anyways, I'm getting a bit nerdy in that, but I think it works. And even for his shooting angles as well, I think he's naturally his right foot. You saw that chance he had against West Ham came from an underlap. He didn't touch the ball. Zubimendi played in one time. First time shot from Eze. Do you know what I mean? Those things change, and it's how you can make it more unpredictable, because maybe teams might be thinking, oh, he's going to play right mid, and then now against Fulham he plays in the left attacking mid, and then boom, that poses a whole other problem. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing though. But I wanted to ask though, because now we have Nems in the chat. Obviously, I was looking at the next 4 fixtures for the people we expect to be rivals, City and Liverpool in the Prem. Obviously, we got Obviously
Can I
Fulham.
bring up who we got? So who do you want to bring up? Let's bring it up on the let's just bring it up graphically, man, so people can see in it. So
Okay.
you want us to bring up our fixtures, or
Yeah, we can bring up you can bring up our fixtures and then,
yeah, and then we
yeah,
can
let
bring
me
up the other fixtures. So
I'll do it quickly if I can. If you want.
so how many we got West Ham? We ain't got West Ham again. No, sorry. How many games are we looking forward? We're going into though.
So I was looking at so the Sunderland game is the last game before the next international break in it. So there's 7 fixtures, obviously 4 Premier League games and that. Our Premier League games are Fulham away, Crystal Palace at home, Burnley away, Sunderland away. So obviously 2 promoted teams, a home game against Palace, and then obviously this Fulham game, which is probably the hardest. So Liverpool, if I can remember off the top of my head.
Let's see. I'll bring it up. I'm bringing up.
There you go,
Do you want to? Did you? Is there anything you wanted to discuss here before I?
Yeah, I want to bring up just to kind of pose the conversation now that we have.
Okay, let me bring up
Liverpool's
Liverpool's. I'll bring up Liverpool's as well. Liverpool's fixtures.
Like Liverpool,
But Nems talks rubbish though, because all these.
No, I know, but obviously, just so that sometimes it kind of gives him some. It's an Arsenal pod, but it will put him some reality as he kind of thinks about things and kind of.
Let's share this one.
As to
This is the Liverpool fixtures. If I go full match fixtures,
Liverpool,
so,
I know they got obviously United at home, which obviously they should be winning, but it's not the easiest. Brentford away, which is never easy ground to go to Premier League. Then they got Villa at home, which Villa have kind of got into form now, and then they go to the Etihad before the international break, which is a tough game for Liverpool historically, anyways, and a tough game in general. Like, and a team like the title rival. Which you look at those 4 games: United, Brentford, Villa, and City. That's a tough run of fixtures as you look at it, and you look at City's ones, which I think it's a bit easier than Liverpool's, if I remember, but they also have some fixtures in there that you can say are a bit not the easiest. They got obviously Everton at home, which they should be winning, but then they got Villa away, they got Bournemouth at home, and then they got Liverpool at home. So, like, I bring this all up to say, obviously, as I said at the beginning of the pod, like I feel like Arsenal can build some serious momentum and make a good statement for this title race in the next 4 games when we get to the next international break, where we have some favourable fixtures, which I expect, and I put the pressure on us to win all 4 games in the Premier League and even win the 3 games, 2 in Champions League, and go through against Brighton. I think I'm putting pressure on us to get 7 out of 7, but I think I don't think anyone will expect Liverpool or City to get maximum points from all these games. They can, but obviously because they're facing each other, somebody's gonna take points off somebody, or they might get a draw. So,
I don't agree with that. Caps. I do not agree with that. I do not agree.
No. I think you got Marino in there. You got options in there. You got Norgard that can come in next to Zubimendi, which is another option you haven't seen. There's things that are here, but I think we've seen Arsenal have the ability to go on a run. 22-23, as I mentioned last week, 23-24 towards the end of the season. I think we have some fixtures. We've come out of the first 6 fixtures, which the whole world was talking about Arsenal make or break the title race or make or break their season. We've come out at the top, so we've clearly come out of that good. These are some favourable fixtures, and our rivals have some fixtures.
Sorry.
You can cover ground as well.
Yeah, I think, and I don't want to be too over dramatic. I think the next 4 or 5 games is the most important for us in the league, and I say that the reason why I say that is because now, if we start to build momentum and we're winning all these games, and teams are going to start looking at us and thinking, "Wow, these guys are still winning games." Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? They're going to start to be like, "Well, what's going on?" Yeah,
these men are like everyone knows what it is to play Arsenal, which is tough. But then now you're seeing us put week after week results. It's like when you're now thinking about the prospect of facing Arsenal, it becomes even more difficult. You're like, damn, these men are flowing, they're in form. You know that they're hungry for the title. Do you know what I mean? I think just to answer something that Caps is saying, because I understand.
What's this one?
Yeah, just in terms of the whole Rice thing, and obviously maybe his questions about Zubimendi and stuff. I think a team is all about complementary stuff in it. So you have to understand that Rice and Zubimendi midfield is very complementary, and the way that they will play is very complementary to the skill traits that they have. So people always argue and say, "Oh, Rice isn't the best ball player or the best creative type of midfielder on the ball in terms of passing and stuff like that." Zubimendi has all of that in abundance, and Rice has the legs to ball carry. He has the ability to whip good balls, the long ball striking in terms of shooting. He has the ability to defend and cover ground and stuff in it. I'm not saying you don't rate Zubimendi. I'm saying like they're complementary, because there's no two player that can. There's not one player that can always have all the traits in football that you need to make him a complete player. Like even Rodri himself, he's not the best defensive midfielder as a defender, but he's one of the best players on the ball. Like it's just life in it. But you're meant to have a team around you that maybe complements some of the weaknesses that you have of a certain player in it. So I agree with you that in terms of if Rice was to get injured, yeah, we lose the legs, but you still have a Marino in there. Like, you have to remember, this is the same Marino that Zubimendi plays in every international break. That Marino scoring goals, and Spain look like one of the best teams in the world. The Marino that he's played years with in Sociedad for years, and they have. So you have to realize that you have to think about all of these things and how they mesh up. And obviously, you still got a player like Norgard who is known for the legs. Who, okay, no one's saying he's Rice, but maybe he's like a Rice light version. Do you know what I mean, of that kind of ground coverage, good defensive midfielder, keep it simple, offers, you know, I mean, so it's I think you have to I think us as Arsenal fans need to come out of this PTSD of always thinking what can happen if something goes wrong. Like,
who takes the free kicks then? Like, no, but I think some of his points are valid, even though I'm not worried.
Eze.
But yeah.
Eze is a free kick specialist. Like, if you watch Palace, all their free kicks, he takes the corners, and he's even probably a better shooter from a free kick. Not suspecting Rice's mad free kick or mad 2 free kicks against Madrid, but Eze scored many direct free kicks in his career. Like, I'm not saying that's it. You still got Saka in there. You still got like Waneri. So I think I'm not then saying that you're not going to lose things with Rice. That of course we're going to miss him. That's 105 million.
But let's not be. Why are we talking to?
I think as I say, Arsenal fans need to get up the mindset of always thinking the worst case scenario, always trying to find something. It's a PTSD thing. And I'm not saying capture. I'm saying naturally you're always trying to find something to go wrong when things are just smooth. Just let it be smooth now, and then when the problems come, this is why you hope the depth and the signings and the quality and the options come into play, innit?
You know, someone said something really interesting the other day, yeah? Someone said something really interesting the other day, yeah? It's like, when it gets to like December and whatever them times there, yeah, so a lot of the other teams will be picking up like injuries, you know what I'm saying? While our squad will probably be close to like complete.
We have players coming back from injury at them times.
Yeah. And our squad is pretty decent as well. So, you know, it's mad, isn't it? Look, Liverpool have Alisson out at the moment. I think
Konate is out as well.
Konate out as well.
He got injured in the international break, so he got sent back to Liverpool.
They're in trouble. Listen.
But Abs, remember I was saying this to you pre-season when I was saying I was beating this drum when we were on that pod with everyone else, and I was saying Liverpool don't have defensive depth. I'm like, we can cuss the manager we like. I said, fam, we can talk about Isak and this stuff. I said, they're 1 injury away or 2 injuries away from A. And we're not at that stage, like even in any position you could argue, which is a big thing, which is what I think I'm pretty sure the point you're trying to make, which is why, like, obviously, you should, like, the narrative. I said, I've been looking at the discourse around, you know, everyone in football world and that, and a lot of people are kind of looking at it now and saying, I can't lie.
I don't think. Do you think this is valid? This
they 110% can, and obviously, when Verts clicks, which I rate Verts, I rate Isak, of course, TK, Fem, Gakpo, I don't know, but they have good players in it. Like, but like the problem is,
can you do that consistently?
The problem is, Nems, I'm pretty sure you're like obviously my age. If you remember that your Suarez time,
younger.
Or maybe you don't, but the Suarez times where you man were with Klopp's firstly, when you man had terrible defenders but amazing like attacking midfielders and strikers, you were winning a lot of games, but you also conceded a lot of games. And what happens is you don't have control of football matches, which you've seen Liverpool have not had 1 ounce of control in any of the 10 games that I've been able to see or see the stats of. And end of the day, if the reason why obviously I didn't need to go overboard when Liverpool lost the 3 games in the week is because it's expected. Like they're gonna win games because of the fact that they're playing in that style, and they're gonna lose games because they're playing that style. Because if you don't have control of a match, there's a whole another 11 players and a coach that have influence on that match too. And if they're in a game that is end to end as a basketball, then it's about who can hang, who can take their chances, who can hold on to the ball and resist the press. Then it becomes tough. You're gonna face a lot of teams now that are good, that have international players playing for them, that have good quality managers. Like, it's not the old days where it's like you face the mid-table teams, and just because you're a good team and they're mid to team is a win. Nah, those you gotta earn to win in Premier League now. And if you're gonna think you could pop up and just think you have good players, you're gonna win, it's not gonna work like that. And if you make the game open,
you know the problem for me, is Slot. This is his second season, and it's his team now. So all of these things that he's getting now, all of these little injuries to his best players and stuff like that now, he needs to work it out now. Now, you know what? They might come back after, international break and slap up United. They might, and they might not do. But what happens if they draw to United and we win?
I'm saying, then that's going to be a 3-point gap. I think that would be, and then you have Etihad the end of that international run. I think City are going to win that game, because not just history sells that. Obviously, both of those teams win their home games against each other. But City and Liverpool aren't playing in a way that is going to embark where City are going to probably have a bit more of the ball, control the game. Liverpool have to be careful, innit? I'm not saying it's early in the season, so even if they was to have a difficult 4 games, it still doesn't really mean anything because there's still so much football to play. But
if we concentrate, go on, sorry.
No, go on. I think I know what you're going to say, and there's going to be a line.
No. If we concentrate on our own team, and we win our games, then we don't need to worry about it, because
that's what I'm saying.
I don't believe they come to.
And then we're going to hear a bit. We're going to hear a lot more of, where's your trophy? Where's your trophy? Where's your trophy? When if those things happen, and I can't wait, bro, because that is what fear does. It makes you start to, in your mind, you're starting to think, I can't lie, these man might do it, so I need to get my 1 punches now, because after they win, there's no more rule I can say to that stuff.
You know the excuse I heard, I was asking these man, like on a stream, what if Arsenal won the Premier League? What would you say? Oh, it took you so long to win the Premier League.
Yes. Oh, no. In fact, don't even quote it. I'll give you the quote. So, guys, I've practiced this for many. I have a video that will come out end of the season, guys. Arteta spent 1 billion in his time, man. So, hey. He's been there for 6 years, man. So, what do you expect, man? Hey, wait. You finished second 3 times in a row, so there's no way you shouldn't be winning it. I can't lie, like, you're no better than Klopp, Liverpool, Slot, because Slot's won 1, you won 1. So, hey, it doesn't really matter. Hey, man, I'm still not rating this Prem because City weren't the same. Liverpool were adjusting to their team. It's like, do you know what? Yeah, Chelsea are not ready yet. So, do you know what? Yeah, do it again. Do it next year to say that your Prem's legit. Do you know what? Go on beating and getting invincible so that we can show that I'm just waiting for everything. Do you know what? Gyokeres didn't get 25 goals, more goals than Haaland. So I don't know what's going to happen, bro. And I can't wait, because that is what bitterness and fear does to man. Instead of you've been telling man that, we can't rate some of our players saying they're world class, they ain't won that. You've been saying our manager ain't going to win it. You've been saying this and that, and you're still going to move the goalposts after that. That's why I said football discourse now is whatever you want, innit? So me, I promise you, I want to see how many of those things I say people are gonna quote, because I promise you, all of them are gonna be said, bro. It don't matter, man.
These men are gonna be bitter. Do you know what? Some of our views might go down, bro. I'm a bit scared, bro.
I think it goes up, because I think naturally, and maybe you'll talk about, I think like Arsenal win, obviously we're a culture club, innit? Like a lot of more people now, or some of those, even those casual Arsenal fans, maybe they're probably watching it now because we're good, but they're still not really locked in. After that win, they're gonna be like, do you know what? Hey, I'm back in fully, fam. Let me get into the spaces. What YouTube channels I need to watch and that information. More world fans are gonna come in because more people are gonna be in it. And I think the world will have to adjust to knowing that Arsenal are a good team, and you've seen Arsenal fans happy and being positive, and maybe even, yes, be real. Arsenal fans, once we're winning, there's gonna be a lot of men that are gonna put their chest like Terry Crews, flexing it up. The next season still gonna be, hey, we're gonna go invincible, we're gonna be the best there, we're better than PSG, Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? So that will be our own detriment at some point, because some people go overboard. But that's just football, isn't it? Like, but I think it'll be good for us, because if you're more like level-headed Arsenal fan, let's say, where you're not so super critical of the team and the manager, then I think your views will go up. If you're one of those ones that are Arteta routers and you say, this manager can't win, and you hate the team and that, then if we do win, then I think simultaneously it might affect your channel, because then people, if you can't still hate on your own team if you won now, and if you've said the manager ain't gonna win and that, and you critically have said, "Oh, like, I'm dying on this hill," then it looks a bit like, where'd you go from here? Because if you're hating on your own team when you've won now, then you look like an idiot. Do you know what I mean? So I can't wait in it, like. But I'm getting to you guys. We ain't won no league yet, bro.
Yeah.
So
Let's just calm down.
let me reel it in. A
Let's
bit of
take a
fish.
step
Let me get
back.
the bait back in and just focus on Fulham away. Get that 3 points, man.
Definitely.
This is what
yeah,
feels nice, man. It feels nice to be Arsenal fan, man. I think this is what we're basically showing.
Definitely.
Nice
But on the YouTube stuff, yeah, we just said about the YouTube and content creators and stuff like that, yeah. I don't know do you know Cass from Never a Foul? Must have heard it. Man United, he's a Man United fan anyway.
Yeah.
And he was talking about like content creators and stuff like that, and people being shameless rather than giving context when talking about football and stuff, and the direction it's all going in it in terms of like YouTube. Obviously there was a lot more he said on his channel at the time. Yeah, where do you feel like YouTube content creators, especially football content creators, are going? Because you've got the guys that like to do the shameless thing and the shouting and screaming and just acting in it online, yeah. But you've also got people like me and you that like to talk about football, analysis and deep dive into structures and formations and stuff like that. Where do you feel this is going? Like YouTube content creators.
I think it. Okay, to answer your question directly, for I waffle on that, yeah, no pun intended.
I need the waffle, man.
I think it's dependent on what you like. Like, for example, like some people, like, and most people now, like some people like the entertainment side of football fan YouTube and everyone, like, you know what I'm saying, that the banter, the tribalism, the toxic nature, the shouting, the rah rah rah. Like, obviously, fam, I think everyone should have an element of a bit of entertainment to their channel. The entertainment is what keeps people tuned in, what keeps people going on that tandem. But I think it depends on what you want long term. Like, I think I see myself as a very insightful football fan. I fucking love football. Sorry for my language. I swear. I love football, bro. Like, fam, breathe it. Everyone in my life can emulate, and they definitely know Arsenal is the first love of my life, innit? So it's one of them situations where, like, I think the two has made me like really got to understand the game and learn, and it's made me very patient. And that's why I like to be more informative and give more context and explain, because I think it helps me understand the game more, and I like to understand, like, which is why. But some people, I'm not saying they don't understand. I can't speak for anybody, but some people just like the banter stuff, innit? It depends where you see yourself, innit? Because if you want to do the shouting stuff and it's going well for you and it's getting you views, your channel's growing, and that's what you want to be, that's fine. Like, it's actually fine. And you're gonna have people that want to tune in and get entertained in the football sense that way, innit? And you're gonna have people that also want to tune into people like us and want to be a bit more informed. There's going to be a balance of some entertainment, banter, laughs, but a lot of good dialogue, good conversation, a lot of insight, a lot of learning back and forth. And that's what depends on what the fan base you're growing and what you attract. Because that, as I said, like me, as I started to grow in this YouTube space, like, I realized that, like, there's a lot of people that like the informative thing. Like, they like to see someone that is a bit that explains stuff. I've got personality, I got the looks, but I like to, and I clearly do my studying. I watch a lot of football. I'm very balanced. I do watch a lot of players, so it's like cool. Not everyone has the time. As I said, not everyone has the time to do all that stuff, because people have lives. Not everyone is as deep or as loved into football. So having someone that can help you get the two and makes content for you, that's, people find it very good in it. Some other people don't, like, find it boring because they don't want to hear that stuff and they just want to see the rah-rah. They find this, everyone for that. That's what I said. It's about the space. It's like football. Like, let's just bring it back to the. Sorry, that was my alarm. Let's bring it back to the football. Like, man, there's different, like, Gyokeres. Look at our strikers: Gyokeres, Havertz, and Jesus. All three different type of players. One is a known bagsman, bit clanky and junky with his football. One is an astute footballer that doesn't score enough goals in Jesus. One is Havertz, who I think is a good mix of the two, but isn't as clinical in front of goal, especially for easy chances. But they're all different type of players, isn't it? So
look at that man's
yeah,
gassing.
man,
And
just
Caps
about
are very difficult body, you know. Caps is a
No, I think
difficult
it's
brother.
just about what you like, innit? Like, I think, and for me as well, bro, I watch a lot of content. Like, bro, there's a lot of guys I watch that are just specifically informative, not even so much entertaining, and I like to watch it because it's very down. There's a lot of guys that are just straight man, and I like because I want to have a laugh, and it depends on what you want, innit? But I know what I'm watching for, innit? I think the problem is that some people, because a lot of people are not casual, but not like deep football, so like they might watch some of like the shouting rah-rah guys and take their analysis as like the literal in it and not necessarily like, oh, that's the narrative essentially, and not go into like the context behind it, which is why I think he was saying, because it's this growing space where a lot of us are becoming a bit influential. We've got following, people listen to us, people sometimes might go with what we say in it. And obviously I'm not saying that means you have to always fact check, but you have to realize that like it's the end of the day, its credibility is going to last a long way in it, and because
opinions as well, isn't it?
And one tape, like you can go back to videos from last year, 2 years ago, and things we've said, things you've, if you're saying one thing one time, saying one thing another time, I'm saying it becomes a bit. It just depends, man. But I appreciate all the love and things. But shout out to Caps, obviously. I don't even know, but you know how it is, man. The views have been a bit, weird. I've noticed that like if I'm a bit lower for me on my end as well, and it's a bit slower. But I think that's always just the game of the internet, man. Like,
the thing is as well though, what you got to realize, yeah, is that we're going through that period now where there's going to be a time where everyone's going to be indoors because it's going to get cold, yeah, in the UK, yeah. Once it gets cold,
everyone needs their content, bro, and especially where like, and again, after this November international break, we're gonna have no international break till March. I don't think there's any more winter break, so that's a straight football, straight content that we're driving on. Everyone's gonna be inside cold watching football straight on the Christmas period where there's a lot of
games as well.
So, do you know what I mean? Everything is tuning in, and it's like, yeah, like it's how it is, man. This is like, we've seen it, so like.
Who's Gyokeres? I don't know who Gyokeres is.
Yeah, Gyokeres is obviously Gyokeres is James from AFTV, innit? I don't know if you know James from AFTV.
Oh, James, is that his channel?
Yeah, that's his channel. Yeah, obviously I bang out Gyokeres. Obviously, like same with Caps. Like that's a channel that I like a lot in it. So, that's it. And obviously, yeah, I don't watch Liga and I can't like that. That's a stream for me that I just can't go to. But at the same time, I understand. Like,
here it is. Don't worry.
Shout out members, by the way. Don't worry. When us is a game, your views are good.
It's true though. It's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's true as that as well.
Big up to BBK, man.
Obviously, shout out to BBK as well. Obviously, I was in your stream earlier. That was a very good stream, bro.
Yeah, it was.
I just want to say, but hopefully, we don't have that many Arsenal losses, because then, not because of the views thing, but just more because I want us to win in the league, get it? So, no losses. Boom.
No losses, bro. And the thing is, as well, yeah. The more we win, yes, there'll be things to probably critique on, because Arsenal fans, we're always going to find something here. But I think some of the, do you know what I mean? Just I think some people, yeah. I'm not an Arteta guy. I'm not none of that bullshit, yeah, to be honest, yeah. But I'm not gonna be like sitting here and cussing him out. Do you know what I mean? I want to win the league, innit? Do you know what I mean? And I think some of the stuff at times is a bit over the top, but that's just me, innit? That's just me. That don't mean that if he don't do nothing this season that I want him to stay. I'm not saying that I want him to stay, but I'm just saying, yeah, like sometimes I watch a stream and then it's just like cussing. I'm just like I can't do it.
How I measure it is just like when we're in good form, like I'm not saying there's still not things you can't criticize, but I'm like, what is your focus, the discourse focus on? Like if we're winning and there's not really much going wrong in terms of the style of play and players, and there's no like how much Harvey Gratian is very good.
Who's that?
He's a guy that does a very analytical videos. Very, very
good. Man, you're supposed to be sending me these links, bro.
Hey, I'll send them all. I'll send them all to you still. But I watch all of this.
Cap's got me onto Curtis Shaw, and he's talking all of this.
Yeah, I'll send it all to you. But that seems like me still, where he watches a lot of this stuff.
Turkish got a new
podcast with
yeah. So I'm gonna watch that as well.
Yeah, that's finished episode. I mean, obviously, I watch. That's what I said. Like, I watch all content, like even all of the man.
You're AFT man, or you're Big Six.
I'm a Big Six, and I watch all the man them because I'm just addicted to Arsenal, and I always want to hear what people are talking about and hear. Even
do you have a preference? Do you have a preference or anything like that? Of who you listen to?
I think I like balanced fans. Like even if you have your standpoint or how you, I like people that kind of are balanced and just can analyze things. At least give your explanation, your reasonings of why you. That's fine by me, and it like, and obviously when you have like podcasts or panel shows, obviously you're gonna have different opinions, different type of people in it. I think that's where the different type of personalities and maybe different
Did you watch
viewpoints.
Northside? I know you don't watch Northside.
No, I need to watch. I don't watch everyone, but I do watch a lot. I do not say like I'm here, bro. There's only 24 hours in a day, and I still got a missus, man. You know how it is.
Oh, bro. I had to drop that one.
I do like Gyokeres a lot. James is one of my guys, but it's just because
I need to watch.
I think it's very alike. So.
Do you watch Big Six Bands?
Yeah, I've been the Big Six guy for like 3-4 years now. I've watched Big Six for a long time.
Who would you say your top 3 channels that you watch? Like maybe on most occasions.
Gyokeres.
Oh no, is Gyokeres that good?
Yeah, it's good. Because even the production, the editing, everything's good. But
okay.
I watched the Canon podcast. I watched that as well.
Library.
No, that's got it's got that guy, the different knock. I don't know if you know him. His name is Alex, the guy that does that channel. Sometimes he's on that overlap thing, the Arsenal fan. Sometimes him, it's got this Canadian, I wouldn't say American, Canadian coach and some other guy, but they're decent. It's just, I'm a very nerdy guy in it, so I like, and then obviously Harvey.
You keep saying you're a nerd, yeah? I'm building an app at the moment, bro. We talking about nerdy guy, yeah? If anyone's a nerd, I am a nerd, brother, yeah?
I like information in it. I'm just one of those brothers, bro. Like, and I like information. Yeah, Clive is good as well.
I ain't seen BBK for a while, you know. Obviously, I've been watching the streams, yeah, but I ain't seen him for a while, you know.
Man's we need a show, bro. We need to, after this, let's actually have a talk and actually put a
no one talks. Have you noticed? No one talks like in international break.
Yeah, in that chat, yeah, we haven't. But this international break has been a bit because it's been a bit. I can't like that.
But even when it's games, bro, man, ain't even talking like even before the game. Or
one thing you'll find that one thing you'll find out about me though, bro. Which is why obviously I'm trying to do watch along. When I'm not watching the game and watch along, bro. But when I'm watching the game, bro, I'm super locked in. Like, I'm not even
this is a pause on this thing, you know, brother. I have to pause on this, you know. Yeah, Caps, you're getting a pause, my brethren. We watched the same. Yo, why?
That'll be BK, man.
Yeah.
No.
I'm clipping that, you know. I'm clipping that, my brother. That's kind of waffle and clip.
Hey, Caps, don't have that, man. Because I read what you mean.
I'm clipping that up. I didn't read it that way.
I'm actually,
what time is it? 1 minute.
I'm actually a king pause merchant still. I pause everything, but I can't lie to you. But there is BBK because I'm like me, and I'm not having an excuse, but I like to. But it's just how I problem solve, and I like to always see the best in things before I see it the worst. That's just me, innit? And to win all conditions, and it's probably how I'm considering everything in life. But yeah, when the game's on, bro, hey, bro, my phone is down and I'm in the screen because sometimes whether I'm taking notes, or I want to notice everything, innit? Unless a goal happens, then you might quickly go, score there, man, you lose your head in it. But more time of it, bro, I'm locked in because I'm just locked in, bro. So, you know, I don't know. It's hard. It's when I'm watching another team, then I can text and talk. I'm not really, but when I'm with Arsenal, bro, I'm like, I need to make sure I didn't miss anything. Like, so if I'm seeing any dynamics that, you know, the system change, a player playing a certain role, if I'm seeing certain things, if like whatever, like I want to see still. So it's just one of those.
That's, you know what, yeah.
But what I think we should do is that after the game, even if we're not recording a pod together, I think we should all come into the chat and have after we've recorded our reactions and just have a little kind of conversation about the game. We should make a thing. Maybe I'll start in it, a little voice notes or something, just everyone kind of talk, or even a little group call or something. That would even be cool. Just everyone just kind of talk about.
Yeah, definitely, man. I think we need to be a little bit more active, man. Well, I wouldn't say we need to. It would be nice if like we're a little bit more active. Like maybe
I know what you're saying still,
because that's the whole reason why I put the group together, innit? Because obviously I want man to like be doing shows together, but
I'm saying, trust me, after this last November international break, when it's just games, and we're just all locked into Arsenal 3, 4, 5 months, trust me, I think everyone's going to be locked into everything, man. But hopefully, I know we round up Fulham 3 points, no injuries again.
Yeah, 2-0, 2-0. I'm on the prediction show with BBK tomorrow as well, hopefully as well. So I'll be doing my predictions tomorrow as well.
That still. I know you guys have your Friday show.
Yeah,
and hopefully we get the 3 points so I can actually put my United hat on for the first time on
What
Sunday.
do you mean United hat?
Hate on Liverpool, bro.
I got
To Anfield,
confused
fam.
there, but I was like,
Put my
United hat.
United hat on, the fake hat. I put a little stick on my ass thing and say, fam, yeah, go United.
United.
Come on,
You know what? You know what? I just wanted to just say something quickly, yeah. You know, with the phone down thing and watching the game, do you know what? That's probably the best thing to do. But you know, when you're doing watch-alongs like game after game, yeah, it's very difficult to get into that mindset because you've got the chat talking, you might have your missus.
So you're used to kind of which is why it's interesting. I'm contemplating doing a watch-along.
Stress, you know, watch-alongs, yeah. Watch-alongs, as much as I love watch-alongs, yeah, they are stressful, brother, because you know what? Yeah, because you're not as relaxed. Yeah, you're sitting there, you're watching the screen, you're thinking,
and it depends, and it also depends where your TV position is. Because if you can maybe align it to where like your camera and you're kind of looking like this is a bit different. But mine is on the side like yours, in it. So it's like, bro, if I'm going to watch the game, I'm going to be doing this, doing that. Like it's difficult. But
let me tell you something. Yeah, go on.
United getting spun at Anfield. The only
BBK's been saying this before the start of the season, by the way. Yeah, he's been saying this.
The only, obviously, outside of my whole will and want for United to win, to take points off Liverpool, but again, I don't really care if United do or don't.
Yeah,
I think last season they went there and they got a draw, and the game that I think United played very, very well in. I think if everyone remembers back where Kobe Mino was playing well, Martinez got that goal, and Maguire missed that last-minute chance that could have won them the game. Yeah. Like United played well in that game. Liverpool, but this was off when United were in poor form. Everyone was like, "Oh, yeah, they're gonna get smoked," and all that stuff. Similar to now, and this is off for Liverpool, which obviously this is. United are not a poor team, innit? They have good players and probably have a bit more dangerous players than they had last season in Cunha and Bremo than they had with Zertsky and Højlund. So even with that, like, I can't lie, I don't think it's that still.
I don't know what's something, but they're getting something.
I think United can do something still, but I think the only way I'll be confident is if they start Kobe Mino still. If Kobe don't start in that game, then I don't know for them still. But if he starts in that game, Aubameyang somehow says, "Do you know what? I can't lie, they might have something for Liverpool, bro, because with the way Liverpool's been looking, and if Konate's injured and they have to play Gomez in there, I'm telling you, they're fullbacks, and obviously Nems. You have two wingers as fullbacks. You don't have fullbacks. And I'm just being nice to Kirk as saying he's a winger because, hey, like you have two wingers of fullbacks in it. Like you don't have defensive fullbacks. I mean, Bremo, Cunha will be licking their lips going up against you.
You reckon?
Cunha against Frimpong, huh? What? And then Bremo against Gyokeres. Like, come on, like you have to think about these things, you know. Sesko's getting got 3 goals now, last couple of games. These little things matter, you know. That's it's all about the Man United midfield. Their midfield, because United have the good defenders. Yoro, Maguire is playing well. De Ligt, obviously the keeper situation looks okay, but it's the midfield. The midfield, the balance is weak because Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro,
but if he brings in a Maino though,
he should start him because Maino in that game, because he's very comfortable on the ball. So it's like if they can play for the midfield sometimes and not just always go long against Liverpool, I think they have sight for Liverpool still. But if they don't, hey man, he's Frimpong, yeah. Well,
he's looking sus in it, Frimpong, man. Seriously.
Yeah, I already knew that he wasn't a defensive player, so I don't really judge him because I already know. But it's the Gyokeres thing. He's the guy rash. He is rash. Dives in for everything. And I'm telling the truth, Nems. He dives in more than Tom Davies. Like, oh, you do.
Hey, what mic you using, my brother? Because I need to get a mic. You know, I'm using the webcam, man. I need to get myself a mic.
I'll send you the link. It's quite cheap. But I need to get a new one. I can't lie to you.
Yeah,
because you know sometimes when you watch someone else's video and then the mic, it just sounds even crispier than yours. Bro, yeah. I'm like, I need to get another one.
Do you know the Shaw mics? I've been eyeing up the Shaw mics, innit? I see something called Yeti mic as well. I don't know if they're any good anyway. I don't know if you've heard of them as well. But
no, I haven't. But send it to me. I'm gonna get that and the little stand thing to put on my table
instead of having stand thing.
I can move it. I think I like that.
That effect as well, innit? That's kind of
yeah. So yeah, man.
Should we wrap up then, man? You know what I mean? It's good, man.
A good stream.
Yeah, it's a good stream, man.
Yeah, bro. If you get 3 points, come cook me, bro. Next week's episode, fam. But if we get 3 points, I don't care if you get 3 points, brother.
Exactly. But Nems, if you man lose, yeah, you better be on the show.
You man dare, the way you man are talking, if you dare lose to this United,
brother, you're getting cooked, my friend.
make sure you tune into the episode next. I don't want to see you running away, bro, saying you had work or anything.
Oh, look, needs KP to do more analytic videos of opposition players.
I might start that, you know.
Oh, so what? In the other team, yeah?
Like, or even like certain players in the league that are actually.
I told you, brother. Look. I told you, yeah. If any of you man want to do a show, yeah, and I've already given away. Hold on, let me just put his name properly, yeah, before man cusses me, yeah. I've already got these players already. I don't know if you can see it. I already want to do something on these players. Yildiz,
I don't mind
Minta, Nwaneri, Casado, João Neves, Josh King. I'm sure there's a few players that you know.
Yeah, I was like a million names of these insane youngsters, bro. That I think I come.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I definitely have a video comment. There's a video coming out after this Fulham game. I'll try to get through the Atletico game. One of these.
I want to ask Caps a question. I want to ask Caps a question, yeah. But I don't know if he'd be vexed if I ask him the question. All I'm going to ask you, yeah, Caps, yeah. It's a difficult one to ask him because I don't know whether you.
Hey, yo, Caps, what are you on, bro?
I don't know whether you want to know. But
Caps,
anyway,
what are you on? What are you on? Caps,
all I'm going to say to Caps, yeah, Caps.
No, what's Caps on, bro? What's Caps on? What's Caps on?
Caps.
What's he on in the chat? What's he on?
My brother, yeah, and you know you're my brother, yeah, for life, yeah. Will you celebrate if scores? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying anything. I'm just. He knows what I'm talking about. He's not gonna. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking. I'm not saying nothing more. He knows what I'm talking about. Back-to-back wins for Amarin and Anfield will be mad. It'd be crazy, but he knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about. He's finding it hard to answer that question.
He said do something. Look at what he said. He said do something on players' pools. This guy's even crazy. He's embracing his role now as the.
What's that? What? BBK?
No, Caps, fam. Look what you said, fam.
Nah. That's not even a pause, brother. That's not a pause, man. Get out of here. Get out of here.
He's feeding for it. He needs to get you back still. I know them ones.
I'm telling you, bro. Listen, you can't clip me like that, though, bro. I can. But listen, guys, yeah. Send me the links for these guys that you watching it, and you know what I mean? Because my top three, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah.
My top three are Curtis, BBK, because I watch him literally every day. Pause. Oh my.
There you go, Caps. There you go. He said he's not going to be on cam, and you got him, bro. You got him without even needing to do anything. Isn't that sweeter than anything? Hey, I don't know, BBK. I don't know what he's looking for, but he needs
brother.
That's a perfect way to end the show.
Okay. I hear it.
Perfect way to end the show, just like that.
Bro,
that's amazing.
Anyway, Curtis, BBK, and someone else. There's someone else.
Oh my god.
Who else, man?
This was it. On the top of my head, I couldn't remember the third one.
I can't think. Because I'm not really. Do you know what? I watch some big channels, but I'm not really in all of the big channels.
I'm in and out. Like,
them man don't see you. Them man don't see you or nothing.
Yeah, and it depends on the video. Like sometimes I don't really. I like us, man, because from the conversations are more organic. From the banner is more.
You need to do more lives, though, brother. You need to do more lives, man.
I will jump on live tomorrow in the day, but I might jump on that.
Yeah, I would say NAF. I do watch a lot of NAF, even though they get on my nerves, but I do watch a lot of NAF and that.
Nems is third.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to Nems as well. New kid on the block as well. Man, like Chiesa. But anyway, people, we're gonna leave it there, man.
Been a great show today, man. Been a great show,
man. Make sure you, man, catch me on the BBK show tomorrow. I've got careful with my words on this damn thing. You know? Catch me, I think maybe about 4 p.m. tomorrow. I don't know what
Yeah,
time.
Babs. I watch Babs as well. Still, yeah, I watch Babs as well.
Babs doesn't do lives. He's doing Babs is doing, you know.
He doesn't do lives, but it depends.
No.
Yo, what's going on? Is this what we're doing here, man? Let me put a caveat right now.
Hey, listen, I'm the clicking king.
I am the champion and the most silliest brother here, bro. I will be on live and scrutinize everybody. You man, I'll be studying anything. Make
sure you go and subscribe to Waffle Don.
You man, I'm set president now. BBK Senable. I'm on the stream tomorrow morning when you're jumping on, and anything you say, bro. Waffle Don. Any of you, man.
I ain't talking, bro.
It's odd.
But anyway, let's go. Yeah. So
shout everyone out, man.
Shout everyone out. Catch me BBK. The warm up tomorrow 4 p.m. I might be doing something else in the evening. Oh no, I won't be because I won't be about.
You're on fire.
Wait, are you still doing something tomorrow though? You don't know what time you're doing.
Yeah, I'm free all day tomorrow, bro. So I'm gonna.
Bro, if I don't go to this thing, then I'll let you know. But
yeah, bro, if you're free tomorrow, then bro, tomorrow's fine as well.
I'll let you know.
I'm gonna jump. I might, if I can't do a late night stream, I don't think anyone jump in. I'll do a stream tomorrow during the day.
Well, let me know what time. Let me know.
I didn't want to talk about.
Say late night, 2 o'clock in the morning.
When I say like that, yeah, maybe like even like maybe 11 p.m. Maybe we'll see. I might test out the waters.
Yeah, let me know.
I wanna do a live still, but I will definitely do one tomorrow as well because I'm quite free during the day.
Let me know. I think I should be back by that time anyway. So yeah, that would be ideal. 10, 11. Let me know innit. But anyway, people, yeah, we're gonna duck out. Series 11. Make sure you're here for episode. Hey, hold on. Next week, we doing Wednesday or what? Or is that when the game is? No, the game's on Wednesday.
Game's on Tuesday. So yeah, we can do Wednesday. That's what I was saying. That's why I said because we wouldn't be able to talk before that game, innit? So
yeah. But after next week.
Yeah, then I think you're gonna be away for one show, innit?
I might bring my laptop with me.
Hey, well, we'll see how it goes. But obviously, like me, when I was away for that 1 week when I went on holiday, it's possible that you might.
I could do it from my phone as well, innit? If I have to do it.
You can.
All right, then, peeps. Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah. Take care of yourselves, people.
Shout out you guys, man. Next week.
Peace.